There we are, all better.
Hello everyone, how good of you to join. Welcome back to Anno 1800. Welcome back to Manola as we are going through the town center, the city center I should say, in our big town. And yeah, well, what we have to do in Manola, quite a lot of things, because I would really elevate this city to the next level. It's already looking quite dandy, right? The first thing that we definitely want to do here is keeping expansion going. I still have my timber production and my sawmills over there, so we do want to move them away now. This should be easily done with the moving tool. However, we can also just copy this to another location, and we do have a bunch of stuff available. Over here we have our timber production, and I would just like to expand this by one more sawmill, and that should be really it already, right? As we can see, they are being boosted by electricity, since electricity is working globally now for Manola. By the way, how does this affect my construction material production? As we see, we have a production here of 56 tons right now of timber per minute, and we are producing only 38, right? Because they're not being boosted, the lumberjack huts. So honestly, I don't need this sawmill there. I'm going to keep it because we're going to get rid of those three here. Also of those three lumberjack huts, no problem. But I will just move the lumberjack huts over there, a few of them, right? So one we can still use here, and one here by the edge of the mountain, and then we just make the connection there, and that should be golden. I mean, we have a lot of timber at this point, so not really necessary, but still, we are just going to do this. Next thing is we have the brick factories here. I would also like to move them. It's those two, and we can just happily move them over to the industrial zone. I think that fits just nicely because, yeah, well, it's already dirty here. Why not just make it even more dirty? Let's just move the other brick factories along with it. Those guys here, they're also being boosted, by the way, so theoretically I don't really need this as far as I know. We have a clay production of 20 but a demand of 29. And that is my bricks, right? And in that case here, they're being electrically boosted. Let's move them as well. I'm going ahead with yeah, and this one, right? And that's already, I mean, come on, we are never going to need that much clay and that many bricks, but still, of course, we can do this. And let's get rid of this brick factory there. Here we don't have any brick factories anymore, only the clay pits, right? And that is fine. So that is 3. And the fourth one is here that we probably also would like to move then. Let's also continue then with the main road that we still continue for some strange reasons. All the way down here, getting now into this area. That we might actually do something here then with the end of the main road. Who knows what we will place here. Definitely something nice. And that means we can just continue now with a happy city construction. So we are just going to move a bunch of buildings around. And also we'll probably, wait a second, just copy this block here, so that we can also use it then on that side. There's the marketplace, yeah, going all the way to the end of it. So we can just happily also continue with that expansion. There's the brick or the clay pit. And, yeah, I don't know. We will need to move this. Let's actually go back to Crown Falls real quick. I've got 35,000 research points. I will still need around 100 more scholars to boost it another 1,000. Oh, this is not going to end well. Let's just quickly have a look there, because I think we do need 40,000 for my next major discovery. As the Master of Nature, yes, it's 40,000 move the clay pits. This is insane. That is a really high cost. So the only way how we can do this is we should probably start providing some stuff to the scholars. Otherwise, we will have to just build a lot of them in addition. By the way, we do have a few more building permits. So let's just
production has stopped.
Have a few more here, right? And what I could also do is, yeah, I could get rid of some of these artisans here. We have too many of them anyway at the moment. Moving a bunch of my people over, and then we can squeeze in even more scholars here as well, right? Aha, and there we are at the end of our building permit now. So what I could do and what I will do, this is something we can do, and that is the next extension permit here, taking me another 10 minutes, right, if we use a lot of engineers for that. But this is that. We do need more scholars still. It's crazy, but yes, we do need to. Back to Manola, we continue with a bit of expansion here still. So there I would like to have just some more loose blocks, really, because this is going to be the end of the permanent end of Manola on that side, right? And then we are just going to have probably an amusement park here, probably a zoo. No idea about that yet, really. Something for tourists, definitely, because we want to have, of course, also some nice, efficient tourism working in Manola at some point. Let's just have those blocks there as well. Going all the way over here, we are at 114 Honoleros, so we do need quite a few of them anyway. Right, and this is then really just a loose few more buildings that we have then over there. Getting a bit of marketplace coverage, but that's it, right? And here. Probably. That's the end of the city then. For this reason, and here we also want to continue, of course, with a bridge, right? And this continues then all the way up to that island that that plateau here, just by the dam. I think we also need something nice here to have then. Let's just see that we end this road in an appropriate manner. Something like that. And then also going over here, right? And this, of course, is a main road that continues then also with some proper paving around this. So triple paving for sure. Though, and that's the cool thing, we don't need any trains here, right, for electricity. They're all being boosted anyway. Right, and with that we go all the way up here then now finally as well. And I might actually just continue then here with a few more buildings. So we do have marketplace, pushes all the way over here. So this is where we do need the next marketplace then at some point. And then I can just go ahead really, let's just see. Let's not make it too tight. And probably this block and this block, right? And then a few more on the other side. But really, this is tight city space. It goes upwards here, right? So this is really going to be one of these old town model districts that we have. So very steep. You're going to be sweaty when you go up there. But then there is a whole dam waiting for you to swim around as well. A whole lake up there. It's perfectly secure, really. With the right paving, it just looks so clean from the beginning. And yeah, we are slowly moving upwards here now with Manola as well. And of course, making the city bigger and bigger. And then here, the main road. We just need to make sure that we have a... this is not going to work. Probably like this. This would work as a direct line. Let's just make sure. There it is. With the road, it's a bit better. So that we have one continuous road then parallel to the main road. And here you can also go up and always enjoy a nice view over the city. You don't need to have any buildings there. That would distract us otherwise, right? So if we can also see the elevation already. Yeah, that's going to be exhausting. Through the dense forest and on your right, at some point, going to take a while, but at some point you'll see then a beautiful big city coming up. And for up here, oh, you have no idea what I've prepared for up here. It's a completely new mod, and that is something that I'm going to baffle you then a bit later, a little tease there perhaps. We continue then of course with high density, because this is going to be core city as well. And then for example, yeah, we're not going to get any lesser density out of these. Perhaps here then a few more, right? And then there is a, what is that? A gold deposit. We are not going to need that. Iron we are also not going to need. And with that, we can just happily continue then all the way up here. Probably up to this point there. And yeah, let's also have another marketplace for these guys here. Perhaps let's make a park here. Definitely something for the citizens of Manola. And along the park then here we do have the marketplace once more. And then also another chapel. That provides the happiness bonus these people deserve. And here we just have then some normal blocks. Well, we still have plenty of bricks. I can happily continue with my paved roads. Alright, and that's the end of it for now with the city expansion, because here is the waterfall, the football stadium, and then up here our monument that I've been planning. And with that, we can just happily go ahead and watch them now as people move in. A bit of rum might actually be needed. And then we have this park area there. Let's actually just go ahead and also have a nice little city park there for these people, with some fountains this time. I've not been using a fountain for a while now. And I would just like to have really a nice fence. It goes all around. As always, I like my fences in the city. In city parks in general. With some gates. Also, yep, one fence here. And then just on the other side here. You can have one continuous go through. And then, of course, also here. Where you then have a nice view over the city. Do we? Nah, we can't. We can't do anything else there, so... Just going ahead with the natural trees. And then... a nice fountain on that side. And a nice fountain on that side here. With some paving in between. Some... really just some patches of grass as well. I like that with the... the tents there with a bench below it. So this is just giving it the right touch, I think. Here, let's just have with some trees there as well. Lots of shades we need, of course. It's really brutally hot in this city. And yeah, we definitely want to show this somehow. Here in between, we do have probably also a nice fountain in the center, right? That is then just being surrounded by some patches of grass, really, and some trees. Because we want to just add some playground here for children, some shades for people to protect themselves against the heat and stuff like that. A little bit later we can already upgrade, so let's do this. This city district should also look formidable now for us. And then, of course, all the way up here. Oh, very good. We can also build more scholars. This is going to be dense. Oh, by the way, are we running out of resources? No, I don't think so. There's still something wrong here. Yeah, they're still growing, so we cannot still upgrade all of them right away. These guys here, though. Here. This should all look formidable for tourists. For the stuff that we've planned up there. Alright, and here there's also some more, right? Guys. And we might add another park then to this area too. Some more trees. Here we can definitely easily squeeze in some trees. For the people of Manola, we might also provide something for the horses. Lots of horses are in Manola itself, so this is something. A drinking fountain for the horses. And also, of course, way more trees. We don't have enough trees yet in this city.
The strike has ended.
In between, another strike. Let's pay them 500,000. How far is my skyline tower ahead, by the way? Can we finish this anytime soon? It's still far away, right? But it's coming along at least. We are having no other requirements anymore. It's just really taking a long time with all the strikes in between. And Donnie, of course, who is the most annoying person that I know on this planet. Also, these workers are starting to really annoy me. Bugger off.
Your people are rioting.
Yes, yes. No one is rioting here in my reign. For Manola, let's elevate the city, as I said, to another level. We do have still, let's have a look at the artisters. We do have the perfumes now, and I'm pretty sure that by now we should have lots of them in the city. So it's way too smelly anyway, right? Where's my perfumes? There they are, 55 tons. Let's enable that for the artisters, another push for them. Perfect. The last good has been fulfilled. For happiness sakes, we still have two very important things here, and that is the Samba school and the cinema. Both of them we probably should provide. For the Samba school, it's actually not that difficult. We do need cotton. Last time I checked, we're pretty full on cotton, right? We're getting this over here. The minerals, we already have two laboratories in the city. There it is. There is my mineral mine, right, that produces it. But we do need pigments, of course. Where do we have them? There they are. Two of them for now only, though they are boosted, right? And they can be improved by electricity. So instead of 45 seconds, they're producing now every 22 seconds or something like that. So at least 3 per minute for one of them. I would like to go ahead and we can just easily afford 2 more, right? That would be neat for the costume shop. And then we have... Actually, let's build them right away. There's no need to wait on them. They can already start up their production. And what we still need is the alpaca farm with the saltpeter. Come on. This will never be fully used. It's so much saltpeter that's lying around here. made out of alpacas that we certainly don't need to worry about this. And the other one is the Nandu farm. Now the Nandu farm we have already for the balls, right? For the ball sport here, that we're producing down in Sohom. But I don't want to do this because we don't need electricity. So the easiest way is, of course, just get it in Manola, because here we have everything boosted with electricity and we still have some space available that I would like to use for this. Just perfectly fine, really. How many do we need? For one custom shop, we actually only need one Nandu farm that can supply 2 of them. So how many do we want? That is the big question, right? One of them is producing costumes 1 time and the Samba school is, I guess, consuming it 1 time. That might be what this is all about here. And with that, it means that I need 1 for 2 Samba schools. I don't think that I need more, but, well, who knows, really. And let's just have a look at that. The field is, or the farm is not that big, actually. I think we might even be able to squeeze in very, very comfortably 2 here. Nah, this is not possible. But this is possible. Ah, Lala Mazik. Ooh, that's new. Movement ship for ships increased by 20%. Also trade prices increased. Let's build both of them. There's also no reason why we should wait on that. They're being now, or they're using it now together with the electricity. It's once again the fields, right? Not the building itself, but only the fields really that is producing that. And they're producing now Nandu feathers for us. And with that, we can make then the Samba school work. We just need one more thing, and that's the costume shop, also improved by electricity. So I think one of them is really fine. Let's have this one right next here to the Nandu farms, right? Getting in now the cotton, the pigments, and the Nandu farms. And then it's producing 2 costumes per minute, and that should suffice for 2 Samba schools. Number 1 is thus finished. Number 2 is the cinema. Alpaca saltpeter, very easy. The celluloid is something that we actually need to provide, and once again we do need to do this right in Manola with the film reels, because I don't want to use this in any other location. I mean, we could theoretically do it in Marshall, but nah, that would be way too complicated to me, would it be? Where's my power station? If I get a few alpaca farms down here, we should be able to do this, right? It's using it at 30 seconds, so 2 per minute, boosted 4 per minute. That leads to, yeah, I actually really just need 2 of these alpaca farms to provide everything that we need. And we only need the film reels then, right? And also only 1 of them, really, in order to, I guess, get 4 cinemas up. That might be the idea behind it. There we have a road. We can use this road to the other side. We can boost this one. Have a look. Where's my power plant? There it is. Yes, electricity goes all the way down here. There we have the alpaca farm. And I guess what we can do is we can just really use it like that. And 1 more on the other side. There's the tower. Actually make a bit of a distance here. Like so. And that's it, right? We're producing now also saltpeter in this area. And that is already enough saltpeter that we are ever going to need for our production. That is that. The celluloid we have plenty of here in Marshall. I think we have a huge surplus of that anyway. Yes, surplus of 10 at the moment. And with that, I only need 1 chemical plant for the film reels. Let's go ahead. Should we have this close to the alpaca farms? Nah, not really. We can also have it somewhere over there. It's being boosted. And this should be fun. There you go. Alpaca or saltpeter and celluloid to produce us the film reels. The only thing now that we need to have is, of course, a trade route. Alright, let's quickly check out. Do we still have room, perhaps? I don't think so, though, right? Marshall is really heavily used by now. I think we're going to need another trade route on this. Salacia we have on it. Now, let's just create a new trade route. We will probably use this for something else then in the future anyway. And I just need to get the film reels over now. And really, yeah, let's just go with 300 tons, even though it's not that much. I could use the Manticore for something like that, but we also have just a clipper available. Let's go ahead. I do have plenty of them still, and let's make use of them. So we also have some sailing ships running around. By the way, let's also start another championship, a local one. Let's start small again. The soccer balls, citrus, and rum, all of that is available in Manola. Not going to do a pickup quest there, Sean. I'm sorry, I'm not that low anymore. And yeah, we really just need to wait now for the film reels to come in. I can, however, already start, of course, with my Samba school. The perfume is in. Samba school wise, there it is, costume 2, and then we can also see how much we actually consume with that. Samba school, the range is okay, I guess. So we're probably going to have then one here, and then one here for the hacienda for now, right? To really get all of that in. And I definitely want to have one here in the inner city, so let's move those artistas away. We can move them over to that side.
Now that has promise.
That's totally fine. It's not a big building really, but it's still a building that we definitely should make use of here in the center. There it is, and of course make a nice entrance to that and also have some ornaments around it. By the way, yeah, it does have the connection to the warehouse. I was already shortly wondering about that, but of course any kind of problem is gone. Let's have a fence around this.
You've been looking for me? I've been very
Oh no.
busy. Look,
Another problem for my Skyline Tower. Alright, costumes are getting over. What is my consumption rates on this now looking? Yeah, it's really just 1. So 1 per 1, right? And that means I can easily afford a second Samba school in Manola, probably over here. Or let's actually have one for the hacienda right away. Here we have it. There we have lots of artistas, and I do have the space for it for Samba school number 1. Oh, this is all very inefficient here. We will have to remodel the whole inner city there at some point. By the way, the hacienda is not working as a warehouse. Do I see that correctly? Oh no. Alright, I do need to have a warehouse somewhere here. There it is. So that. Oh no, it's working. Alright. Just took himself some quite. I was already wondering about this. This would have been very strange indeed. But at least the hacienda artistas can also now dance to the rhythms of the tropics. I just love that people also use scooters. Look at that. Scooters are being used on the streets of Manola. That is just amazing. I love that attention to detail, to be honest. Once we provided scooters, some of them are using the scooters for transportation and stuff. I don't see a lot, right? Because scooters are still rare. But look at that. There's another one. There's another one. It's getting a bit loud on the streets of Manola now with all the motors, but at least less smelly, right? Than the horse crap that you have usually on the streets. Alright, Samba School has the resources, and there it is. Let the dancing begin. This is not final here, by the way. Sorry. I still need to place the cinema, and then I know how I want to model all of that, since it's my first time using these buildings. But it's fine. It's working. It is going to make people very happy. There it is. Also fulfilled. Happiness +4 and also 27 coin in addition per building throughout the influence range. And the same goes with that one here. Well, we have it. Let's also build the cinema. A bit of space we need to make. Oh, it's also a very small building, so I might need to do something here. By the way, we can easily squeeze it in like that and still use an artista building then right next to it. And why not, right? Cinema is dense city area. That is insane. We can use a fountain there as well. Beautiful. And here we have the cinema with the llama drama hitting the shelves this season. People are already piling up, even though we don't have the film reels yet, but they're coming soon enough. And I just want to check my consumption rates for the film reel then as well. It's not even 1. Alright, it's not even 1. We'll just see how big it is then once it comes in, right? Still might take a while. At least they can dance and then they can watch some movies. And we also still need to listen to Theodora, provide her with some court sense. Of course, we're doing this.
Okay, we must hurry.
Skyline Tower continues, Manola continues, and we continue onwards in the next episode. Stay tuned!
Before it's too late.